Hey guys, welcome back to SudokuManiacs. I know this time I took a long break, which was nearly about a week long. But well, things been be keeping me busy, and the last few days, there were a few tricky and difficult ones that I had been posting on my website. So the last video that we had seen was of the sequence Sudoku, and then this Kropki Sudoku was hosted on my website on the 2nd of October. Now again, this was a very tricky one. So I thought, why not create a walkthrough on this? So, as you all are aware, the rules of classic Sudoku apply. Additionally, there are certain, or rather some, black and white circles that have been marked on the grid. Now, black circles denote that the ratio between the two digits on either side of the circle will always be 1:2. That is, one digit is always twice the other digit. And a white circle denotes that the two digits in those two cells will always be consecutive, and all possible black and white dots are marked, which means wherever there is no black dot or a white dot, the digits cannot be consecutive or they cannot have the ratio of 1:2. Now, in the description of the video, I have also added the link of this puzzle in case you wish to try it before you watch the video. So go ahead, try it out for yourself, and if you're stuck, you can always come back to the video to see how we could have actually progressed on this, right? So without wasting much time, and as you might remember, I had earlier done a video on Kropki Sudokus and what are the things we need to look out for when we're starting a Kropki Sudoku. So I'm adding a link to that on top of this video. So if you wish to have a look at those tips and techniques for Kropki Sudoku, you can go through that video as well. So I will not go into detail into all the techniques because I've already explained them in an earlier video. We'll simply go down to solving this puzzle. The first thing I notice is a chain of 3 black dots, and as we all know, this can only be 1, 2, 4, 8. So the 1/8 will be in the corner with a 2, 4 here, and this will obviously be a 3 and a 6, because if you remember, 5, 7 and 9 are the 3 digits which can never be placed beside a black circle. So we'll just add the pencil marks there. Alright. Now again, I have 3 black circles here, which means the 5, 7 and 9 will come in here. And since one of this has to be a 3 because it's a chain of 2 black circles separated by a white circle, so this will be 2, 3, 4, which makes this 1, 6, 8, 1, 6, 8. Alright, 5, 7, 9 can be 4, 6, 8 here. Now what? Yes. Again, I have this chain of 2 black circles, right? Which are separated by a white circle. So again, this will have a 2, 3, 4 here. This can't be a 1 because I can't have another 2 here and here as well. So this can be a 2, 4, 6, 8, and with this I can have 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. But the moment I place this, I again see that this black and this black are again separated by a white dot, which means again this will also have to be 2, 3 and 4, correct? However, since I have a triplet of 2, 3 and 4, the 3 will always be in the central cell, and this is how we would break open this puzzle, which makes this a 6, so that's a 5, 7, and this would be a 1, 8, and this is where the puzzle actually opens up. Now that you've got this, now let's look at row 6. We have one black dot here, we have a second black dot here, and these two cells are again related to the black dots, which means this is 1579 again. This is one of the 579 sets, and this are the remaining two where we can have a 5, 7 or a 9, which means this has to be a 4 or a 8, which makes this 2, 4 and 8, correct? So one can be here or here. Now again, this is a 4, 6 and 8. If this is a 6, this also would be a 3, and which would force this to be a 6, which is not possible. So this for sure is a 4 and an 8. Now this can be 2, 4, 8. However, there's another twist here. Now I know that this series here can either be 1, 2, 4 and 8, or it can all be 8, 4, 2 and 1, which means either the pair here is either 1 or 2 or 4 and 8, which means if I have a 2 here, this would become a 4, and this whole series will fall flat because I can't have 1, 8, because I'll have no digit here, correct? So this also will have to be a 4, 8 with 4, 8, and now that we have a pair of 4, 8 here, this would be a 1, 2, 4 and an 8, and with no white circle here, I cannot have a 7 or a 9. So that pushes a 7, 9 here, correct? Now, another thing to notice here, again with this 4 and 8, this becomes a 2, 4, 8, right? But if this becomes a 4, 8, right, this and this number would be the same, correct? But this digit at row 6 column 4 will be consecutive with this, which means this also would be consecutive to this if these two are the same. Hence I cannot have a 4 and 8 here, and this will have to be a 2, which makes this a 4 with an 8 here, so that has to be a 7 and a 9. Now with this 8, we know this is going to be a 4 and a 2, so this becomes a 5 with a 7, 9 here. So we have lost a 2, 4, so this has to be a 3 with a 6, so that's a 2, 4 with 1, 8. Alright, and with this 2, 4, this cannot be a 2, 4, this again will be a 1, 8, and this is a 2, 4. 7, 9, last digit for the row is a 1, the 2 here, and that's a 3. Correct? 4, 4. 4 cannot be here, 4 is in these two, right? So this will be 4, 5. 6 is not here, it cannot be with a 3 because there is no black dot. So that's a 6, 7, and a 9. And this would become a 4 and a 5 because there is no white circle here. This is a 9 and a 7. The reason is we have a 9 here obviously, and also there is no white dot beside the 6. So that leaves a 6, 7 pair here, good enough. I do have missing here 1, 2 and 8. Since we have a black dot, this will be a 1, 2, 8, which makes this a 4, 2, 1. And with a 4, so this becomes a 7. 5, 8, 9, this will be a 5 because there's no white dot, so the 8 and 9 cannot be beside each other. So with this will be a 3, 5, this will be a 3, 5, this becomes a 9. 3 cannot be here, so that's a 5, 9. I can't have a 3 beside the 6, neither can I have a 5 because there's no white or a black dot. So this has to be a 9, 5, 3, 5, which makes this 7 and a 6. Missing are 3, 4 and 6. So this is a 3 and a 6, 4, 8, 1, 7, because the 7 cannot be beside the 6, right? Which makes this a 8, 4, 1, 2, 5. Again, that's a 7 and 9. Oh, sorry. That should be a 2, not a 3. So this 4 will have a 3 and a 6 here. Missing numbers are 1 and a 7. So that's a 1 and a 7. I can't have the 1 beside the white dot because that would require a 2 here. So that's a 6 since we already got an 8. So that's a 9 and an 8 because there's no black dot, so the 8 cannot be beside the 4. That's a 7 and a 9. This is again 1, 3, 6. So that's a 3, 6 to satisfy the black dot. The 1, 1, 3 and a 4. We complete the row. We require a 2 and a 9, so that's a 9 and 2, 7 and a 5. Okay, that's a 2 and I think we have nearly reached the end of it. This is a 4 and an 8, 8, 4, 7 and a final 9. And this was the actual, the way this puzzle was supposed to be solved. Hope you guys enjoyed the Sudoku as well as the video. Do let us know your thoughts in the comments. What did you find good or what you thought could have been better? And also let us know in the comments if you wish us to cover any specific variant that you have in mind. We'll be more than happy to oblige. So, and also if you have tried solving the Sudoku using the link in the description, do let us know what your solving time was. Maybe we can help you compare with some of the best in the world. So, till the next time, happy solving.